This should be more of like an analysis rather than a reaction.
If you haven't seen Scream, maybe
you
don't
watch this. But yeah, like seriously. Hi. We're watching a movie that we've both seen before.
Multiple times.
Yes, however many times she's seen it, I've seen it triple that.
Quadruple that, I'm sure.
But it's my favorite movie of all time.
Because she's a weirdo.
And I talk about it all the time. I think even on this channel.
We've at least referenced it before.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Over quarantine, I think, was my first time seeing it, right?
Was it?
Yeah, because I don't think I ever watched it. The only time I've watched it has been with you.
I believe that.
I have never had any want, need, interest in watching this movie ever in my life. Like, literally, Scary Movie, which, parodies this. I was scared of that. So, I can do people killing people. Like, I might be a little scared, but, like, I can do a murderer going around killing people. Jump scares will scare me, duh. But when it has to do with ghosts, that is an absolute no. You guys saw how I was with Freddy. I didn't like that. Don't be in my dreams.
We had to burn sage.
Yeah. I was literally terrified. I was like, I cannot go to sleep.
And everybody who watches our Nightmare on Elm Street, oh my god, I can't speak. Our Nightmare reaction is like, oh, you guys should continue. And I'm like, I genuinely do not know if Anya would be able to.
No. They're like, they get so much better. I'm like, I don't care. I didn't even want to watch the first one. We asked you guys what you guys wanted to watch.
Sat down to watch it, and she was like, oh no.
I was like, I don't want to do this. Scream is fine. One, because I've seen it so many times now.
There's not going to be, like, any jump scaring or screaming.
There might be. I don't know. I get scared easily still. Two, I think when I saw it, it's because I knew that you've watched it. So, like...
Can y'all hear that?
There are children outside screaming.
Yeah, screaming. Scream.
But yeah, I think it's because it was, like, you already knew it was going to happen. So, like, that kind of... Relaxed me a bit. Because I'm like, okay, it's fine. Yeah, no, like I can't do movies like The Ring. That terrified me. I can't do like The Grudge, any of those. No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But you did scream.
But I did scream, and only because it's your favorite movie. And then I watched all the other ones.
We haven't seen Scream 3.
Yeah,
I saw it, but I don't remember it.
It's like Thor 2.
My grandma, I grew up watching all the movies with her. She had me watching the Jurassic Park movies, the Ben and Wilbur movies, that traumatized me. The Exorcist, the first Carrie I watched with her, and this, and that's how I got into it.
Yeah, any scary movie that I have ever watched, I've been forced to watch. It has never been because I wanted to. It has never been because I asked to watch it.
Unless it was a Scream sequel. Because then she was like, yeah, we'll watch it.
Yeah. Well, mostly because I was like, okay, the first one wasn't that bad. Now, the fifth one, that was kind of scary. Like, they made it a little more scary.
They did. I think it doesn't help that we were in a dark room. And
yeah, because we saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
So it just felt a little, it was scarier because, yeah, you were in the movie theater experience. I didn't like that. Nope. I will watch those in my house and only at the daytime. I can only watch scary movies while it's daylight.
It's true.
Because then it'll give me time to forget about it. It's a science, guys. It's a science.
She's figured it out. She knows what works for her, and I don't question it.
We're here to watch Scream.
Yeah. We're bloody.
We're bloody. Hello.
Hi. Do you know who we are? Or did you think that we were just dressed like this? It's a very, very soft core cosplay.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
Let me just say, we're watching this for my birthday. It's going to come out on my birthday. That's the reason.
So say happy birthday to Ishara. Woo! Her frontal lobe is fully developed.
I have almost no Scream stuff. I do have a Scream bowl that I love and picture right here. I would bring it, but it's dirty because I use it all the time. But I want a Stu Funko Pop.
So if any one of you can make that happen.
Yeah, because there. Don't look on Amazon; it doesn't actually exist. But somebody made it on Etsy once, and now it's sold out. And like, if that person happens to find this video and wants to make another one, if you can make that happen, that would literally make me the happiest person
Stu
ever.
is her favorite character. If you haven't realized, she loves Matthew Lillard.
Yes. Okay, and now we'll watch. We're gonna have the subtitles on because we always have the subtitles on for multiple reasons. But I can promise you I don't need them.
Ishara will be saying the whole movie with them.
I'll try to just mouth it.
It's not gonna work. She's
try.
gonna start saying it.
I'm gonna try to just mouth it.
Not loud. Girl, lock that door.
You know it's not locked.
I know.
Every single door is just open and out. You think her boyfriend out there?
Yeah, watching.
But yeah, they showed the swing because that's where that girl about to be.
What's that noise?
Popcorn. Oh dang! I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna mouth it.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
You have to have a favorite.
See, she's too calm being in this house by herself. This one I like being places by myself. It's so interesting because you already know this movie has been picked apart by so many people, like to find the hidden stuff.
And people want to know who did what the dog barking is because why? They're walking around out there in their creepy ass ghost face costumes, which, fun fact, in universe, that's not what the costume's called.
No.
Ghost face. It's called like Father Death or something.
Don't hang up on me.
And then I do because you're creepy. And she should have immediately called the police.
Immediately. Girl, don't forget your popcorn. I mean, it's not gonna matter if the house burns down.
Who gonna eat it? Her parents? I think they're gonna be a little
while
upset.
they're grieving. They're like,
oh, this is what she would have been eating if she was alive.
They're gonna keep it forever. Just keep that popcorn.
Ew.
The last thing that she made.
There's so many doors in this house.
Yeah,
too.
I don't like it.
You hang up on me again, I'll gut you like a fish, understand?
Like, that feels like that's Billy.
I
talking.
fully believe that Billy did 90% of the phone conversations because it seems his vibe. And Stu was just like, let me kill. Let me kill.
Especially her, because, like, this was his ex, right?
Who, Stu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think, he's the one who killed her.
Yeah. I'm sure he had fun killing her boyfriend, too.
Yeah.
I am 2 seconds
Should've
away
done
from
it
calling
already,
the
girl.
police.
They'd never make it in time.
They wouldn't. You should have called them when you got the second redial.
Yeah.
I feel like one of them might be in the house.
I don't think so.
Maybe. I don't know.
There's
It's
something
scary,
I'm
too.
editing, and I just put this specific clip in it
You should never say who's there.
because I referenced it because all I do is reference this movie. Oh, it's Twilight, the third Twilight. So if this comes out before Twilight, you can expect to see that in that movie.
It's the fact that she keeps, like, threatening to call the police. Like, girl,
Instead
just
of
do
just
it.
doing it,
Like, even
right.
though even if they might not make it in time, like, do it.
Do it!
I lied. I do have a boyfriend.
What's your boyfriend gonna do? Nothing.
I know. Stu is somewhere laughing.
And you was about to cheat on him because you was like, no, I don't have a boyfriend.
Oh, Kiki and over here.
This is why Stu was like, maybe she cheated on him, and that's why they
maybe.
broke up. So he really was happy.
How do you know his name?
Because that's your classmate. That's your ex. That's your ex-boyfriend's.
That's your ex-boyfriend's boyfriend. You will come to know that we strongly believe that Stu and Billy.
It's not even strongly believed.
No, they are. The actors have even said it.
The actors have said it, and apparently the writer, I believe the writer is gay, and he.
Yeah, I think he was
said-
like, I didn't intend to put the thing, like, those, like, feelings into it, but he definitely did.
He did.
He did. Or, he was like, he didn't expect it to come through the way it did, but, like, it did, and he was like, I mean, I'm here for it, I don't care. I think Matthew Lillard was like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're gay.
Mm-hmm.
They like each other, you know. Boyfriends.
Even if it's not like they like each other, they're screwing. They probably got off on this.
Yes. All of this. Everything that happens in this movie, they're like, yes.
Now for the real question.
No!
You're doing so well.
Yeah, like whenever he's on the phone, it sounds like it's Billy.
Yeah, even just like the mannerisms.
Yeah, just like how he's speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I love that the actors are like, people always ask us who kills who, and we're like, we don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like they told us. I don't even think the writers know.
No, I don't.
They were like,
they
just kind of wrote it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Drew Barrymore refused to meet the man who did the Ghostface voice because she wanted to feel more disconnected in the scene and just like sort of have it be the scary voice that she was talking to. Maybe she met him after, but certainly not before.
Yeah, they really just got famous people to be in the first 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, he scared me. I know he was there, but like his lip is like coming over the thing. Ooh,
Y'all can't see it because we can't show it on YouTube, but his guts is fully outside of his body.
she's smart. Back into a corner where they can't get you.
Mm-hmm.
But you need a weapon. Like, this is the easiest part about this. He's just a man, so he can be killed.
He can, in fact,
I mean, from how he be falling, tripping, bumping his head, you would think he couldn't be.
I know.
But it's that power of evil. Evil never dies, you know?
Yeah. She found a weapon.
She's like, it's so slow.
I know.
She's like, this isn't going to do anything.
What door am I at?
This is it. This is why I don't think that they're in the house yet, because it's a trick question. One's at the front door, one's at the back door, so no matter what, she got it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's like no matter what, she got it right.
She's like, yeah, I'll deal with that fire later.
Yeah.
But no, you won't. Yep, look first.
Funny, when I first watched it, I didn't know that was Drew Barrymore, but I was also very young. I was actually too young to be watching the movie, but like my grandma and my mom and I talked about it. My grandma was just introducing me to all the movies I shouldn't have been watching. Many of them traumatized me, but not this one. I was just like, ooh, this was fun. I'm going to watch this again and again and again.
If you notice, I'm not looking at the screen. It's because jump scares do still get me, and I know when they're coming. This one doesn't have as many jump scares as I expected it to, because most of the time you see him in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of like Halloween. In Halloween, you always see him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you always, most of the time, you see him when he's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's never like a surprise, but still.
Yeah. They're not just it looks like they're just lurking all scary, but I'm pretty sure they're legit looking for her. They're like, where the hell did this bitch
where
go?
did she go? My goodness. She was so stupid. She should have ran. Like, should have just ran.
Run, run, run. Like you said, you shouldn't have stopped.
Shouldn't have stopped.
Because he's coming right there, yeah. You might have been able to get away if
She
he had
probably
just
would have been.
kept going. But he's just right there. I love this shot so much.
It's so sad. Cause like she's right there.
She's right there.
And her parents they don't see their daughter. And she
can't
can't say
yell.
anything. Like, it's so sad.
Realization. Mm-hmm. Yep.
She's like, of course it's you. Of course it's you. You crazy self.
I bet he was a scary boyfriend.
That's why I don't know why Tatum.
I was
It's
about to say
okay.
he might be with Tatum because he gets all of his aggression out in this.
Yeah.
So with her, they just screwing and laughing together.
Drive down to the Mackenzies.
There was a reference to that in the newest Scream. Like, I think somebody's last name was Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm.
So people were wondering
Yeah, call them Mackenzies.
if they were their neighbors. They did that quick.
They did. See, I feel like that scene just like gets me the most because it's so sad. I just feel so bad for her parents.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
Hey girl, Nev.
And from what we see, that's their only child.
Yeah. And if it's not, then poor her sibling.
I know.
Probably
We
out
still
at a
need them.
sleepover or something.
Yeah, here he come after doing some killing.
This is also a reference to Wes Craven's other movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. And they found somebody who has Johnny Depp vibes. It's so that you
Literally.
trust him. Because Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street was baby.
Look, Ghostface couldn't even have been her dad. He's too tall.
He is very
He's
tall.
like 7 feet tall. The man who killed her was not that tall.
Close call.
Don't be adorable.
You know, he's a psycho killer, but like, do I still hate him?
No.
You tell me.
And so this is the thing about Billy and this character and everything is like, he's actually quite horrible at hiding his creepiness.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
He's very bad at it.
so creepy. There's clearly something wrong with him.
Yeah, but he's
and
so creepy that you're like,
it can't be him. He's too
no.
obvious.
Yeah. Even though, see, she should have just trusted her first instinct after all that happened. And she said, get away from me.
Yep.
And she should have trusted that and stuck with it.
Yep.
But he guilt tripped her. We'll get there. We're getting ahead of ourselves. If you haven't seen Scream 5, cover your ears.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Because
put that in the beginning. If you haven't seen any, just only watch this if you've seen any and all the Screams.
Yes. Because, or if you don't care about being spoiled, because I'm about to say, he talking about wanting to be with her. Sir has a whole baby on the way right now. Or is about to have a whole baby on the way. Because, like, from this point to the point he dies, somewhere in there, he gets another girl pregnant.
Or he has a baby. But it's there's a child.
There's a child
By
either
him.
being made or is made.
Yeah, a daughter. Her name is Sam.
You got the white in the background, her purity. Literally all white.
You're right. This is a very Caucasian movie. Look at her, all bright.
I know. I wonder if she's going to be like a character that we talk to later. Also, love her.
Tatum?
Yes. Love Tatum. I was so sad when she died the first time we watched it.
Me too. I was sad that she died the first time I watched it.
Her body is ridiculous.
It really is.
Like when she, you know the outfit. You know the outfit. You know the outfit that I'm talking about. The same outfit as Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Yeah. Nightmare
Yeah.
on Elm Street. My goodness, I could not remember.
They both slayed it. Dewey boy.
That's Deputy Riley today, Sid.
R.I.P. I really hope that if you haven't watched and you don't want to be spoiled, that you're not this far in.
I really hope so.
I really hope.
Because
in any of the Scream movies.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Scream 5, once again.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Even though I don't recall 3, so I
haven't
don't think
seen
I would
the third
reference
one,
it.
but I've seen the ones later. So, like, if you've seen the later ones, then you already know what's happened.
The fact is, it takes a man to do something like that.
You feeling manly about it? I love the whole time that Billy is looking at him like, shut your mouth.
I didn't kill anybody. Nobody said you did.
Like, it's so obvious.
It is so obvious because he's like, nobody said you did. Stop.
Better live her alone. Live her alone.
I realized half the things I say. Like, it had been like a good 2-3 years since I watched the movie. It was still my favorite. But then I realized like half the things I say and do, I do because of this movie, and specifically Stu. Do you know that there was a period where I laughed and my tongue stuck out? Don't know where that came from.
I wonder. Aha. LOL.
Ain't nothing there. Stop with the music.
They're not in her house yet, right? Or are they?
I don't think that anyone's there right now.
Because it's daytime. It's after she takes her nap.
Yeah.
They probably come in while she's sleeping.
This is another house with a whole bunch of doors.
And too many windows. Like, I don't know. I like windows, but
For the light, but also...
And it's so funny because, like, literally they were like, this was supposed to end here. I mean, I assumed it probably wouldn't. They would probably keep killing people because
you
they're
mean
them.
Billy and stuff?
Yeah. Like, because they wanted to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
But they probably would have kept going because they're them and been stupid about
Maybe
it.
taking a break or something.
Maybe, but, like,
Stu
the fact...
especially, he wouldn't have just, stopped.
Yeah, no.
Stu.
Randy, you gave yourself away.
I like how everyone always thinks it's Randy.
Because they're like,
Yeah, she
he's
turned
a
the
little
light on.
creep.
Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
That was one thing that I really liked about this movie is that she always tried to do the right thing and then it was made impossible for her. Instead of them just making dumb decisions, she tried to go out the front door and was like, nope, all right, upstairs we go.
Up is better than dead.
So I will figure out how to get out from upstairs, I guess.
No, Sydney's a badass.
She
in
is.
every single movie.
Which is why I'm like, you can't kill her, but please let her rest.
I'll say at the end exactly
What
how
you
I
want to happen?
Yes.
I already know.
She does know. They zoomed in on the lock so you know how the door's set up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see me right now?
It's also like, why even do all of this? Just kill. Like, I know they're playing with their victims, but like, ugh.
Also, they have no plans on killing her here. They just want to scare her because they wanted to kill her on the anniversary of her mom's death.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
She's actually in the least amount of danger of everyone.
Until her mom's anniversary.
And also, I'm pretty sure they want her to lose her virginity because they follow the rules.
Yeah. Well, he did that swing, which is
They
why
might want to hurt her.
I mean, which is why it also makes me think that it might be Stu, because he wouldn't like care. He would just do it and then would get in trouble by Billy, because he'd be like, "Yo, she was supposed to die on her mom's anniversary. What are you doing?" He went flying. She got super strength. Out the window you go.
Billy comes right after, but he wasn't doing the swinging. This is Stu. Like, I'm 90% sure.
It has to be
Billy
Stu.
was just on the phone.
Yeah. And there he is.
You think he would have been able to do that fast?
There's no way. So that was Stu.
That was 100% Stu.
Which is why I said, which is why he swung like that. Because he was literally trying to kill her.
Billy is like, we're gonna scare her, might hurt her a little bit. Stu's like, okay.
He's like, sure, yeah. And then she kicked him and he got mad. He ain't like that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because he was on the phone. He just called you.
He did just call you. He was talking to you.
He was.
She's like, yeah, how did you get here? When did you not see the people run out? Or the person?
But then you're like, that is far too obvious.
Yep.
It's also that she believes it right away.
Ooh, that scared me.
It got you a little bit.
Because why was he holding it up like that?
No idea. Was he about to do knock with it?
I know. He said,
Sydney.
You did.
I want you to know, I say this all the time. I love the way he says Sydney.
Sydney!
Sydney! Sydney! Sydney! Sydney!
I love when he shows up to tell Sam and is like, do it. Go the fuck off. Ooh, when she went, that was great. That was peak cinema.
Yes.
Because I wanted her to go up. I was like, you your daddy's daughter.
It's in
Go
there.
off.
It's in you. Get ready for the fat phobic. It's okay. It's in character for her.
Move your fat tub of lard ass now!
It isn't in character because she's a bitch.
Could he have stayed somewhere else?
I don't know. I guess.
Honestly, they do all this to try to make it seem like her dad is the guy. I don't think... I mean, maybe I did. Do you remember? Did I think it was her dad? I don't think I did.
I think...
I thought it was Billy because he's creepy.
No,
but then,
you didn't think it was Billy.
Well, I was like,
so
yeah, I was like, I don't know. It might be him, but it would be way too obvious to be him.
He went out last night?
Yeah, you seem like you are doing a good job of keeping track of your son.
Of course, yeah. His son has now murdered... Well, his son murdered 2 people. 3. And then I'm going to stare at her.
Creepily.
So that everyone believes that I'm not the one that tried to murder her. Because that's convincing.
Like, he's so bad at this.
He's so bad.
Actually, Stu is better. Hilariously.
Because Stu is just making jokes and being a dummy.
Yeah, also, if I remember correctly, the guy who plays Billy... Oh my god, what's his name? Skeet. He said that he thought he was in a serious movie. Everybody was cracking jokes and everything.
Yeah, he did say that.
And I just remember thinking, what are they doing? Like, what? Like, don't they know how
ruining the movie?
Like, they're like, this isn't funny. It's not supposed to be funny.
And he was like, that's why his acting comes off like very, very different. Like he's serious.
It works.
It works because Billy is very serious about what he's doing. He's like, no, this is planned out. This is what it is. Oh, Tatum.
Queen for real. Loved her. Wish she didn't die, but they made you like the character so that you would feel something.
Yeah. I think in the 5th one he has like her like ashes or so, like a plaque or something
like that
for her. It says Tatum on it, and I'm like,
because he lost a sister. Don't forget.
Lost his sister.
There she is.
Hit her.
Well, we know she will.
She don't ever care about hitting her. Like she will hit her no matter what.
I'll look for it.
I'll send you a copy.
Bah!
How?
Absolutely. Wonderful.
Hit the hell out of her.
Loved it. She really did.
God, I loved it. I'll send you a copy. Bam! Bitch went down. I'll
send you a copy. Bam! Sid, super bitch.
How's she doing?
I don't know.
What do you mean, how's she doing?
She's doing great.
She almost got killed. Also, if someone asks for me on the phone, why are you... After all of this just happened to me, you're like, someone's on the phone for you.
Like, who are you? Are you her father?
Yeah, it's like,
no,
you're not her dad. I know who her dad is. So, goodbye. Oh, he's in his under... Put that gun away.
His hair. What, you gonna shoot the phone?
His mom was probably like, the killer. He's like, where? It's like on the phone. It's like, what am I supposed to do with that?
What am I going to do with that?
What am I supposed to do with the killer being on the phone? We can't track it from here.
I like this song.
Aw, Cotton.
It's actually him, too.
Yeah.
Like the actor. He got a little pay raise then.
He did. Yes, the outfit.
The iconic outfit.
The iconic outfit.
His cellular bill was clean. He didn't make those calls.
Or he just did with a different phone. Other phones exist. The fact that they're still going to school baffled me. It still will baffle me because I'm not going to school. I'm staying home. I'm staying home until y'all figure out who's murdering people.
Oh, that's Linda Blair. The Exorcist. That's the little girl from The Exorcist.
Like, look at her body.
Yeah.
Waist where?
Is that dress code?
No, but she doesn't care. Because look at her. She doesn't need to care. Which one is the one with Cotton in it? The fourth one?
Second one.
Second one?
Mm-hmm.
I love how literally the whole movie he really is just like, Sydney, please, just do this interview with me so I can get some money. You owe me that because you almost had me put in jail, you know?
They said they were going to gas him, too.
Yeah, so you do owe him to just do a little interview.
But he was so creepy.
He was really
pushy,
creepy. He was really creepy.
In his face.
Why is his name Cotton? Who named him? This dude look good. I want that shirt.
When the guy runs past and his tongue is fully out. Just look at him the whole time. It's all swinging around.
He probably feels so powerful because he's like, they're mocking me.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm a celebrity.
I know. Why did you come to school?
Why did they let him go to school?
Was there? Hey, Christy, wait up.
Hey, Brittany, wait up.
Okay. Yeah, why was that so loud? It sounded like it was like supposed to be really important. Sir, wash your hair, please. Look at that grease.
It's very stiff.
His two little dangles move a little bit, but like that's about it.
You haven't been the same since...
Since what?
Since your mother died.
So they've been dating for like a year, at least?
Yeah.
At least a year. But like, so did he only date her because of
I think so.
that?
Mm-hmm.
I want my girlfriend back.
You whispered that.
I want my girlfriend back.
There was not a single sound coming from the TV.
There wasn't.
Fairness would be to rip your insides out.
Those are my sisters. This is why I don't go to public school bathrooms by myself. But also, the little soap dispensers, I don't want to have to like squeeze. You had to like, it looked like you had to like squeeze the top.
It's dirty.
And they don't wash their hands.
Over here talking about somebody else. Meanwhile, you out here doing your lipstick.
And you didn't wash your hands.
And they made the toilet flush so you knew for sure. It's not like she was in there like, I don't know, snorting something. That haircut is not it, girl.
No, and the little clip, you look like you're 6. And you over here making fun of her?
Right. And you just put your pea hands in your mouth. Y'all should not be talking about nobody else.
You are pathetic.
You are pathetic. I wouldn't touch my face after even just standing in that stall.
I feel
That
like
bathroom
even
looks so
after
gross.
washing my hands, I wouldn't feel clean.
That bathroom is so nasty.
So, fun fact, the director had everybody wear very similar shoes so that you wouldn't try to like figure out, or when you're trying to figure out who it is, you can't just be like, oh, they're wearing the shoes, so it's them. That being said, this is not Billy or Stu. This is somebody who's pranking her.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
They also
They don't
didn't
even
have a knife.
They just going for her.
Yeah.
In what appears to be a prank.
Are you gonna do
And
anything,
then they
man?
show, I know, and then they have that going over it so that you think about that. But some people just like didn't realize that or don't think about that.
That they think that it's Billy or Stu.
That it was one of them.
Oh,
They're like,
yeah.
it doesn't make sense. I'm like, it does when you realize that it's not.
It's
them.
not them. It's just somebody in the school pranking her. Yeah, because he didn't have a knife.
Didn't have a knife. Just lunged at her.
Lunged.
I'm 25 years old.
Oh my god! And this is gonna come out on the year the day that I turned 25.
On the year that I turned 25.
Well, yes, that too.
With the recent events that have occurred, effective immediately, all classes are suspended.
Good.
I don't know why we went to school today anyway.
Yeah.
Especially maybe because they wanted to talk to people and they were like, it'd be easier if they're just all in school. But if that's the case, why am I in class?
Yeah. Should just had us like at an assembly or something.
Yeah.
Everybody in the same room. Everybody in the gym. Sit there while we talk to people.
Mm-hmm. And if it's just like, you don't want to have them just sitting there, then instead of class, we just like sit here and talk.
Yeah, have a therapy session for everybody.
Yeah.
How is everybody doing? Like, I'm panicking.
It could be fun.
I might possibly go to the party because my dad isn't there.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to be where everybody else is.
Yeah.
So
He said, everything's working.
he said, I gotta go find Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, Freddie.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
It's the second one. The second one that actually doesn't make any sense as to how they disappeared so fast.
That would be me.
And then gone. Where did you go?
Yeah. He was literally right there. There's nowhere that they could have gone.
Unless you're saying that the second one was paranoia.
Or that. Or maybe they like ran out into here somewhere and they're like kind of moving around while he's walking through.
Maybe.
Would you call me?
Hey, that's Wes. Just so you
Yeah.
know, Wes dressed up as Freddy.
You better pick up those scissors.
If you're paranoid enough to be watching your back like this,
Pick
then
up
you
some
should pick up some
scissors.
scissors. And that is most likely Stu. I mean, not Stu, Billy.
Yeah, because Stu was just out there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's possible to
Also-
be Stu, but he's probably preparing for his party.
Yeah, probably. Because people are like already there. Everybody just went straight to his house.
Oh, I don't think. Maybe some people did. I don't know. They didn't, but that doesn't mean nobody did.
Yeah, I'm sure like some people were like, can we just
I would.
come straight
Am
there?
I gonna go all the way to my
Home
house
and then come?
No, if I go to my house, I'm staying there.
Exactly. I'm just going to go right to your house. He's probably like, okay.
I mean, you can only hear that Richard Gere gerbil story so many times before you have to start believing it.
She said, you believe it? I'm like, look, Sid, your mom seemed kind of like a hoe. I don't, like, I never wanted to say anything, but, like, she was a little bit hoish.
If you were the only suspect in a senseless bloodbath,
One of those is Sam's mom. One of those girls right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way she was looking up at him, she said, he's like, I mean, I technically got broken up with. I don't know. I might be single.
Yeah. I think
Not that he would
cares
care.
about that.
Yeah.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect.
how do we know you're not the killer?
And then there's Billy in a whole different movie. But, like, he's in the he's in the accurate movie. Everybody else is in the wrong movie.
Yes.
Look at the boyfriends. Look at him staring at him.
Look at his dimples. He's so cute. I wonder if this curfew is bad for business.
Probably,
you know
but
what
nobody
else
cared.
is bad for business?
Yep,
Dying.
you better grip your kid up. Be like, let's go.
Yo, that kid is being dragged.
It's like, it is time to go. Anybody.
You pick him up then.
Mm-mm.
Guys, if you haven't noticed, every time he takes a drag, Dewey licks his ice cream.
Damn it.
Dewey's so awkward. He's like, okay. Because like he's like, I have to do something too because you're doing it. This is why they made him the way he was in Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Because he over here got ice cream. This man's smoking a whole cigarette,
His ice
stressing.
cream looks good though.
It does. But he's stressed out. He's like, ice cream.
Yes. You go.
Because he said, stop copying me.
You stay close to Sydney.
Don't walk off with Gail is what he means.
They also wanted you to think that he was Ghostface.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, did anybody for half a second? But maybe, because it's like, Billy's too obvious. He's the non-obvious one.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I thought. I definitely didn't guess it. This is the house that they were in Scream 5.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if you're watching, and you haven't seen, at this point,
At
it's
this
on
point-
you. We have given so many warnings. In fact, I'm going to put at least one of these warnings in the intro.
Look at the camera.
Oh my goodness. It was because the music happened, like, it wasn't even a scare. I was just like, what?
Just keeping an eye on things.
Shouldn't Dewey be, like, breaking up this party? Because there's a curfew in place?
You would think, right?
Like, he shouldn't be dropping them off. He should be like, everyone disperse because there's a curfew.
I'm kidding. Have a good time.
There is a lot of underage drinking. I don't know why you're just so cool with this party. There's 8,000 reasons why it shouldn't be happening.
There's so many reasons as to why this party should be shut down, but Dewey's not the best cop. We know this.
And he's like, I just want to be the cool older brother right now.
He gets a little better at being a cop.
Yeah, except he almost dies.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
And I'm not just almost dies, like almost dies.
Until he does.
Yeah. And show you the way of her death. They love to foreshadow how somebody's gonna die.
Mm-hmm. They really said, Chekhov's gun. If I show it to you, it's gonna be used.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. Here's my thing all the time. There's absolutely nothing wrong with going the obvious route for things and using the obvious thing, you know?
You just gotta, like, switch it up a bit sometimes. Switch it up on a bitch, you know?
You gotta switch it up on a bitch.
Oh my god, the scene in the garage in Scary Movie or Scream 5.
That one was
I
terrifying.
hated it.
We were both like,
It went on too fast. I was so...
Too long?
Yeah, what is wrong
You
with
said
it?
too fast.
That went on far too long. I was so uncomfortable.
Is that you, Randy?
No. Which
It's
one
your
do you think this
boyfriend.
is? You think it's Stu?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like Stu was like, yeah, I want to kill her.
No, please don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel.
I wish you were.
I wish you were too.
They did a much better job than Supernatural.
Y'all. Y'all.
Can y'all not cut that way?
I know. Also,
There was no... Like, they scraped the fake blood off with the knife.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
It was so bad.
Fun fact, she absolutely could have gotten through there because the actress fit in there and they had to, like, staple her blouse to have her be stuck. So I'd be watching this and I'm like, she could have gotten out.
She could have. I think it was also, like, the way she had the one arm out and the one back. It was, like, shoulders.
This is one of the worst deaths. This is bad.
Especially because you're, like, watching it. And the way her head just got squished.
Yep.
Maybe it was Billy.
It probably
then.
was Billy.
Yeah, because he seems like he's been there the whole time.
Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was Billy.
Yep.
I don't know. What did it take you to walk from the house? 30 seconds?
A 30-second delay is a lot. That's a lot of time.
It is. Yeah, how many stabs you can get in 30 seconds? 30.
A lot.
One Mississippi, two Mississippi.
I feel like that's something Stu would do.
It's like Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs.
Like, stop at the movies once.
She keeps having flashbacks of her dead father.
Ooh. Having flashbacks of her dead father, like Scream 5.
Ooh, nice.
Interesting. That's really cool.
Big no-no! Big no-no! Dead man.
His tongue is so long.
Yeah.
Both of y'all got a job to do. Can you stop being horny for 2 seconds?
No.
Be right back.
That is not what she said. Her mouth did not make any of those movements of those words. Y'all make me so mad. Because, like, imagine if you were actually doing your job. Either one of you.
Maybe none of this would have happened.
Maybe none of this would have happened.
Maybe
Like,
if you were looking out for your sister, she'd be alive right now.
maybe if Dewey was like, oh, hey, kids drinking past 9 o'clock when the curfew is, everybody home.
Mm-hmm. You would've messed up their whole thing. They forgot what movie they're in. Now they're in a completely different movie.
They think that they're in a romantic comedy.
And just taking a nice little stroll.
No, actually, this is a thriller.
Mm-hmm. A slasher.
People
film.
are dying.
Dying.
Dewey, do your damn job. This is why they made fun of you.
Yeah.
This is why they made fun of you.
Because you're useless. This is the reason you're here.
What is it?
This is Neil Prescott's car.
He did not get far. His little business trip, they probably called him like, hello, sir?
He really didn't get far.
I remember that at this point in the movie, you were absolutely confident that it was Billy. And then with what just happened, you were like, oh, okay, I was wrong, but you weren't.
But I was right.
When you're arrested, you're allowed one phone call, so I was just curious, who'd you call?
My thing is that, like, she had sex with him, and while she was having sex, she was thinking about this stuff. She's like,
maybe.
Hold on.
Maybe. She's like, I'm glad that I'm glad my first time's gonna be with him. And then she's sitting there like, I really hope that my first time isn't with a killer. She's like, I cannot
really
leave this room
Yeah.
without at least talking to you about it.
What do I have to do to prove to you that I'm not a killer?
Not look at me like that, you creep.
That's why she's like, oh my god, you are the killer.
Yeah, and then she's like, oh no, wait.
It's so campy.
Purposely,
so.
And the cuts that you. There's not even any holes in his shirt.
Not a single hole.
But she's not looking at that, because how would you react to this? Girl, go. GirlGoesGames.com. Go. Watch out, Jamie.
So for those who don't know,
Ishara's
the
favorite
actor
fact.
who plays Randy, his name is Jamie, and he's yelling at the screen, watch out, Jamie, as Jamie is just about to get hit. And then, yeah.
Jamie, look behind you.
It's like literally one of the cleverest scenes ever to me. Behind you.
Yes, Sydney. Sydney did what nobody else in this movie has done. I mean, except Casey. She tried to.
Yeah.
But she couldn't really scream towards the end. Poor Kenny. Hasn't happened yet, but it will.
The next, literally like 30 seconds to a minute.
30 seconds is a lot.
They did a good job.
Also, that knife has to be so sharp.
Yes. It cuts like butter. So who's that?
That? It's probably still Stu.
Still Stu.
Yeah, because Billy's
up there being dramatic.
Yeah, being dramatic. He's probably just like, whenever they come back in, he's like, let me go check on her dad. Make sure he's still here. Okay.
She gotta do all this in heels and her little skirt.
She could have taken. She don't got to.
She really don't.
She could have
got
taken
to.
them off.
She's pulling a
taking them.
Jurassic World right now.
Yes, I was always like, girl, take off your shoes.
Be careful.
I'm glad he didn't turn around and start talking. He said, wait, I'm
a mission.
He's tunnel vision right now, as he should be.
He probably didn't even hear her.
I'm sorry you couldn't save your sister, though.
Yeah.
Kitty!
Look down, you're in blood. Down.
You don't hear it?
Look down.
You don't hear the squishy?
Look down. Yeah. There you go. You're right there stepping in it.
Red bottoms. Like, I don't know what she thought she was doing here anyway.
It's on the window. It's covered.
It's covered
in
It's
Swarovski blood,
kisses.
girl. Ah! She didn't have a seatbelt on or anything.
No.
She's lucky she survived that. It wasn't too bad.
This is the only reason why she survived the movie. Because she was passed out here for a second. Because if she wasn't, she'd have been gone. So is this then Billy?
Maybe.
Because Stu has to go check on
Gail.
You know, I'll give it to him. They planned it out really well.
Yeah, this seems like a Billy move.
Stu doesn't really play games. He's more
he's
like...
just like bam, bam, slash. Yeah. Do you think he was actually trying to kill her here?
Here?
Yeah.
Probably not, no. Because he
Again,
needed
it's
her
still
with
not the anniversary of the death, though.
Yeah, and he needed her to be with the dad and like to set everything up.
Scare her back into the house.
Yeah, he just needed her to go back inside.
I love that. I'm so glad they called her Sydney. I love the way everybody yells her name. Okay,
And
so
there's
that
Stu,
was,
so yeah, it was
okay,
Billy.
Yeah.
And Billy's
He
now back
went-
inside.
Right, he went, checked on her, changed, and then came out.
Please, Cindy, yo.
Fuck you both!
Because even, where were y'all even?
Where were you?
Where were you? Like, we know where Stu was, but where were you? There he goes.
Being dramatic.
That's why he had to run so fast.
That's he out of breath. He tossed himself down the stairs.
He's so dramatic. All right, this is literally the part of the movie
said,
that I rewatched the most.
Hey, Sydney, take a quick look at his shirt.
Take a look at your
and
boyfriend.
See that there are no holes.
And see that there are no holes. Da 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 da. Here comes Randy. Say it, say it, say it. He's gone mad. Say it so he can say his thing.
He's gone mad.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hey, Billy. Who said that quote?
Anthony Perkins, Psycho.
Thank you. So what's that blood on you?
Corn syrup.
Ah. I swear I'm done.
No, you're not.
Surprise, Sydney.
There's 2 killers. They were very
What?
clever for doing that.
What's the matter, Sydney? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Or 2.
We already played that game, remember?
Oh, there is a hole. And now, there wasn't a hole when they first did the stabbing.
If you get it wrong, you die.
You get it right,
You die.
Look at those lovers.
Oh no.
Honestly, they think they're in 2 different movies. Look at them.
Yes, they do.
Kill my mother.
Why?
Why?
Did they ever really decide why Hannibal Lecter liked to eat people?
Don't think so.
No, they did not. I remember watching that movie and I was like, so are you going to explain?
She's the reason my mom moved out and abandoned me.
No, that was your mother's doing.
But then doesn't his mom come?
Yep. So paternal abandonment causes serious deviant behavior. Certainly fucked you up and made you have sex with a psychopath. She came back all
like,
boom, 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 don't kill my
son.
son. Like,
Yeah.
you abandoned him and made all of his issues worse.
Yeah, you literally abandoned him.
It's a scream, baby.
Roll credits.
They will soon. It's not much longer.
It's your mom's anniversary.
Okay, yes. Now, anything after this, they wanted to kill this hoe.
Yeah. They're
They're just cinematic.
Yes.
They wanted the poetry of it.
They're like, okay, now you can die.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect ending. I thought of that.
Good job. You should be a writer.
You should be so proud.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they're like gonna stab each other first and then try to
If they
kill
had
her.
killed her and then done this, they might have.
Like, he should have just killed her right then and there.
Yeah.
And not done that.
Mm-hmm. They might have gotten away with it.
They probably would have. Why did he keep stabbing him?
Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative. Because he's a psychopath. He's getting into it.
They're both mad at each other for stabbing them.
Mm-hmm.
He said, okay, I'm sorry. I stabbed you too many times.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Yeah, man.
Somebody should just be like, Matthew Lillard, what movie did you think you were in?
The correct movie.
You're gonna love this.
All you had to do was watch her.
Stu, you had one job.
Stu, honey.
And
he's losing blood.
He keeps messing up.
Mm-hmm.
And he feels so bad about
Yeah.
it.
Hey, sorry.
He is losing blood. He probably
He's
can't
literally
think.
dying. Look at it's in his lungs now.
Yeah, he can't think.
He's dying.
I think I'm dying here,
Cut him
man.
too many times.
You're not supposed to remove the
Yeah,
knife.
you're supposed to keep it in there.
Fucking hit me with the phone, Dad!
That was Matthew.
He was not supposed to hit him with the phone.
No, his hands were slippery from the blood.
My mom and dad.
Every single line he says. Okay.
'Cause,
I will
like,
calm down on the quotes.
I
That
know
was my
he's like
favorite
a
section.
murderer, but he's just a little baby.
I know.
No.
It's the feathers on his hands.
I know,
for
he
me.
looked like a chicken.
Stabbed the hell out of him.
Like, you know how hard you have to run into somebody with an umbrella?
Yeah. I bet it smells.
It's probably gross. She don't care though.
It was for dramatic effect. I'm sure they would appreciate that, honestly.
Yeah.
A little bit of adrenaline.
Yeah. This is his last breath.
Guys, I don't think Stu is dead.
I don't either.
Because I don't want him to be.
I mean,
don't
technically
care
he
if it-
wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah. And I don't care if it doesn't make sense. Like, you could stab him in the face and shoot him in the head in this movie and bring him back in another movie and I'd just be like, okay.
Like, look, that didn't have to kill him.
No. You just hit him with an umbrella. I'm sure it didn't go in that far.
No, yeah. Ugh. That, like,
Good for you,
hurts
girl.
my heart.
Good job.
Finally, Gail.
Figured it out. I like how you can see the real blood and the fake blood and how different it looks. The real blood. They actually stabbed them in these movies?
Yeah, no, he actually got shot. Hey, Dewey.
They did that in Scream 5. So in Scream 5, there were the same amount of deaths in that movie as there were in this one, which was purposeful. But it felt like there were less because there was a bigger cast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they were more successful in this movie, but only because
There were less
there were
people.
less people. Yeah.
It really didn't feel like anyone died. I was like, y'all killed like 3 people.
All played out
Somebody is going off on the vocals. Yeah, I don't think Stu died.
Yeah, give how you would like for this to end.
I want there to be a sequel where Sydney comes back, and it doesn't have to be the next one. Sydney comes back, and Gail comes back, and Sydney's dad comes back, and there's Ghostface, and you know there's two, and all this stuff's coming in. And Gail dies, Sydney's dad dies, and then you get to the end, the final act, where everybody's being revealed, and they lift the Ghostface mask, and Sydney's like, so who's your partner? And she's like, I don't have a partner. And Sydney's like, there's always two Ghostface. And then the next Ghostface comes in, and it's Stu. And he's been orchestrating all this behind the scenes. The other person, whoever the other Ghostface is, doesn't even know that he's been working on it, but he wanted to kill everybody who survived from his movie. Obviously, he can't kill Dewey and Randy because they already died in the earlier films. But yes, he was in the background, and he wants to kill Sydney. And the reason why I want this to happen is because I feel like if Sydney dies, the only way for her to die is to be at the hands of one of the original Ghostfaces. None of the other ones are worthy.
Yes.
They're not worthy. It has to be a very big death. A huge death scene for her. And it has to be by Stu, because there's no way that Billy can be alive.
No, there's no way that we've established that Billy is dead.
The way he was killed, I can suspend disbelief. So
I mean, because didn't you say like the writers and stuff, and they were like kind of thinking about it, like Stu wasn't going to be dead.
I believe the third movie, it was supposed to be Stu was orchestrating it from behind the scenes, from jail, and he was supposed to have gone to jail because they realized he was alive. But then like the plot of the third movie was really close to this massacre that had just happened, and so they just changed the whole plot, and it was worse for it.
So, but you can give them a pass for that, because they're like, well, we don't want this to be too close to reality.
Yeah, and they already get a lot of flack for that because of copycat killers, which we can go to Billy's.
It's like, you can't blame movies.
Don't blame the movies. Movies don't create killers.
They just make them more creative.
Yes.
But yeah, so I also would like that to happen. I do think that either Sydney has to die, or they just have to leave this poor girl alone. Yeah. Because this is just too much now. Yeah, I'm like that's why whenever I say like I think we did the Scream trailer, the Scream 5 trailer for here, and I was like, I just want her to die because I just want her to be at peace. Done. But then they gave her kids.
They gave her a whole family.
They gave her family, so I'm like,
I don't want, and she's got like a husband.
Yeah, I'm like, don't kill her, but
now. So I don't mind if she doesn't die. I don't. But if she does, I truly I kind of be irritated if one of these little baby copycat ghost faces who never have the best motive.
I don't even like that Dewey got killed by one of them.
No, you don't deserve it. Which is why I'm glad that they were like, it's an honor. It better be.
It better be.
Okay.
But
Randy's death was okay. It was gory.
I do like the twist in the fifth one with Sam being Billy's daughter.
Yeah, I like that.
I was like, okay, that's cute. And I do like that Sydney also wasn't like, oh my God, I hate you. Like she thought she was going to be. She's like, you're not your dad. Like, I'm not going to hate you for that. Like, you didn't ask to be born by him. But when she started killing,
I loved it.
I was like,
I feel like new characters in the fifth movie
they're great.
Were good. Yeah.
I feel like everybody was looking at her when she was stabbing him, like, or when stabbing
the girl.
Unlocking
anything?
They were like,
I would.
Are you good? You good? That's enough. Because she stabbed him so many times.
She went off, as she should have.
But her dad was just back there like.
Kirby is gonna come back if you watch Scream 4. Kirby is a fan favorite, and her death was left open, it was left open whether she died or not, and then revealed that she didn't, because in the fifth movie there's a little thumbnail that talked about her
having an interview,
talking about being a survivor, and she's apparently gonna come back, which is great. So very exciting. So yeah, it doesn't need to be the next movie, but I do think, like I said, if Sydney has to die, it has to be Stu.
I agree. So. Or if it's like Stu comes back, she actually gets to kill him. Like she actually like kills him this time.
Yeah.
And then the movies can be done.
And then like let her have some peace.
And then she doesn't have to come back for every movie.
No. And if if this plot somehow comes up into the next Scream or some Scream, I'm not even gonna be mad. I'm just gonna be happy they did it because that's how badly I want it. Genuinely, that is how badly that I want that. That I wouldn't even be mad. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, they stole my idea. I'm like, thank you for taking my idea. I know it was a good one. I wouldn't mind a chat, but I'm not crazy about it.
But yeah. So Ishara can talk about Scream forever. So we're just gonna leave it here.
Yes.
Shout out to our patrons.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Here they are. Blah 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 blah. Names. Names. I didn't know if it would last any longer or not.
If I edit this,
are you gonna have one
name? Yeah, whoever the last. I do it alphabetically, so whoever the last person is, note that your name is just gonna.
And if you watch to the end,
put a ghost.
Put a ghost
for Ghostface.
And a knife.
And a knife.
Ghost
for the
and
Ghostface. And what's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah. Or what's your favorite Scream? One of those.
Mine is this one. Duh.
I don't even know if I have a favorite, honestly.
Yeah. What's your favorite Ghostface?
I think I like the one with Hayden Penitentiary.
Yeah. Stu is
I don't
my
know how to
favorite
say her last name.
Ghostface, but I also really liked Emma Roberts. She was a very good one.
Yeah. My least favorite, well, I can't say least favorite because Billy's mom was dumb.
The guy she worked with was
he
really
had
dumb.
No motive. Like, at least she had a motive.
Yeah,
like,
and a
he
reasonable
had
one
nothing.
too. And he was just annoying because to me he was just like a guy who was trying to be Stu.
Yeah, he had nothing. But the ones in the fifth movie, I didn't like them because I didn't like their motive.
Yeah, their motive
was
really
weak,
dumb.
and also they were trying to be Stu and Billy again. Like, both of them
Just
were
be your own self.
Exactly, like be your own villain.
Especially the girl.
Yeah, and that's why when you said with like Emma, because she was like, "No, I'm the hero."
Yeah,
like I don't know what you're talking about.
And you know what? That's attributed to the acting more than anything. Like Matthew Lillard made it his own. Skeet made it his own.
Emma, they thought they were in two different movies.
Yes, Emma made it her own. Like,
yeah, don't try to copy what they did because it's not gonna come out.
Think
good.
About your character, their motives, and then how they would.
And, like, I get it because the characters are supposed to be copycats. But, like, in the fifth one, they were like, nah, they were weak because they didn't get everybody. They didn't kill everybody, so we're going to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to make it better.
Yeah.
And then they didn't.
You sucked.
Like,
everybody
sucked.
That you went for, like, survived.
Okay, you killed your
Wes.
friends and then Dewey. Like, you didn't do anything. Oh, and they killed the deputy.
Oh, I kept forgetting about her.
I loved it because she was so annoying.
She was really annoying. I think of both movies.
I really thought she was the killer.
I did feel bad for her in the fifth one because she was just trying to.
Oh yeah, she was trying to get to her son,
and they both died. It's a shame.
That part was so long because they kept us on our toes. They were like, nope. Now, nope.
Every time you thought.
Yeah. They said no. But. All right.
That's another one where
I know.
we talked so long after you watched to the end. Don't lie about watch to the end. Only put them emojis if you actually watch to this point, okay? All right.
Bye.
Bye. I think this thing's done, bro.
Here, let me.
Okay.